computer. All right, awesome. So, welcome to Pilates 101. We're going to spend a little bit of time right now focusing on finding our two-way stretch out of our nice strong center. So, take a seat on your chair, your yoga ball, your couch, whatever it is you're sitting on, and root your feet into the ground. And put your feet wherever they need to be so that you can feel really rooted and grounded in all four corners of your feet. And then shift your weight forward a little bit into your feet and make sure that all four corners of the feet are evenly rooted. And then push the ground away. And when I push the ground away, I feel my feet lift, almost like I could just lift off like a rocket and shoot right up to the ceiling. And there's a little bit of a shift from my front body to my back body that helps open up this space in my low back. So see if you can find that same shift, pushing your feet into the ground to feel your center lifting in and up into your back body. And then relax. And then do it again. Push your feet into the ground to feel yourself lift and grow. And relax. And then just do it one more time. Push your feet into the ground to feel your center pull in and up. And relax. So now we're going to push our feet into the ground, pinch, lift, and grow, and hold. Now, try to maintain your connection to the ground as you start to, from your center, lift your arms forwards and upwards. Now, when they get to about shoulder height, they start to serve a different purpose. They're helping to create as much space between your back ribs and your sacrum as you possibly can to pull the back of your rib cage off of your waist. And then as you push your arms forwards and downwards, maintaining that same intention. Can you lift your rib cage even taller off of your waist? And do it again. Start to reach your arms forwards and upwards. And don't forget about your feet. Push them into the ground to give you that anchor that you need, that lower body reach, so that you can reach out of it with your upper body and your rib cage. And then as you push your arms away, feel your spine grow even taller and that space between your ribs and your hips get even longer. And then let's do it 3 more times. Good. Okay, so once you're done with your 3 rounds, we're going to turn this arm movement into a little bit of a circle. So from your center, same thing. Push the ground away. Lift your arms from your center. And then this time, push your arms out and down. And as you do so, feel your spine grow taller and taller and taller and taller and taller. And keep going. Let's do that 3 more times. And no matter where your arms are in space, we're still using the ground to root down so that we can rise up. And it really shouldn't matter where your arms go in space. If the movement's coming from the center, then they should serve the same purpose no matter where they choose to go. One more time. Okay, very nice. Good. So put your seat to the side, your ball to the side, whatever it is you're sitting on. And we're going to go over to the wall. So get your back against the wall. And for today, I'm going to allow you to walk your feet as far forward as you need to be able to fill in all the gaps between your back and the wall. So it doesn't matter where your feet are, wherever they need to be for today, so that that space between your back, the tips of your shoulder blades, your back ribs, and your sacrum can be rooted and long into the wall. Now, push all 4 corners of your feet into the ground with soft knees. So there's kind of 2 things your feet can do when they push down. They can help straighten your legs, Or if you keep your legs soft, they can help lengthen that lower body reach from a strong center out through your tail, out through your legs, and into the ground out of your feet. So see it just like when you were sitting on the chair, can you find that same grounding sensation? That when you push into your feet, your center gets lifted, your back gets longer, and you find that strong connection from your center all the way out of your feet. And then from there, keeping that space between your back ribs and your sacrum glued to the wall, from your strong center, start to reach your arms forwards and upwards. You're only going to lift them as high as you can keep that space lifting and lengthening into the wall. And then as you push your arms forwards and downwards, can you get that space even taller and more connected to the wall? And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale the arms up. And exhale to push the air away and grow. Now, my head is not all the way connected to the wall yet because my back is not open enough to be able to do that while still maintaining this connection. Actually, now it's getting closer. So if you can't get your head on the wall and that space between your ribs and your hips to stay connected, then that's okay for right now. Just let your head be where it needs to be. We're not forcing anything right now. We're just kind of letting our breath fill up our back body, feeling that connection between our breath and the wall. You can physically feel with that feedback as you breathe how your rib cage and lungs expand into the wall. And then when you exhale, how your back gets closer to the wall. Just notice how your connection to your breath helps you fill up that space. And then let's turn this into our circle. So inhale, arms forwards and upwards. Exhale, push the air away. And keep going 3 more times. See if with each exhale, you can let a little bit more tension out of your body. And 1 more breath. Okay, so we're going to go into the 100, our very first exercise in the series. Peel your head, neck, and shoulders off the wall to lengthen and expand that band around your center even longer and stronger into the wall. And then squeeze your heels and lift them up to get even more length out of your lower body reach. From here, start pumping your arms up and down. Now, however big this range of motion was for that first exercise we did here, that's how big I want you to do the 100. Now, how much tension can you release from your arms? Can you get the movement to come to your center? And then fill your body up with air as you inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale. Exhale. 5 more rounds of breath. Focus on feeling the breath connecting to the wall. And last one. And slowly lower your heels down and slowly peel your spine back up. Very nice. Going into the roll-up. So we're going to do the first couple exercises of the mat work here against the wall. So inhale your arms forwards and upwards. And then exhale, round your spine, peel your spine up and over, peeling off the wall until just your sacrum is connected. Keep your knees soft and your feet rooted into the ground. Now push the ground away to slowly peel your spine back up. Inhale, and again, exhale, peeling your spine off, bone by bone. And inhale, slowly peel your spine back up, lifting your arms only as high as you can keep that space connected to the wall. Very nice. Let's do 5 more just like that. I'm gonna take a peek, see what's going on with everyone. Oh, let's see, Lisa has a good. Good, beautiful breath, Lisa. Can you soften your knees a little more? Yeah, are your heels connected? Good, okay, wonderful. As your arms come up, try to keep that space in your back glued to the wall. Nice, good. Looking good, Deb. Make sure you're actually articulating and peeling your spine off, not just your arms. See if each time maybe you can go a little further. All right, very nice. Let's take this down to the mat. So go ahead over to your mat. And continuing with our spinal articulation, we're going to do a puzzle piece called the half roll back. So bend your knees and plant your feet and grab on behind your thighs. So now we're sitting on the ground. Our seat is at the same level as our feet, which presents new challenges and makes it more challenging, I think, to keep that grounded sensation, right? All of a sudden, now that we're sitting, it feels a lot harder to connect our feet to the ground. So can you shift your body weight forward a little bit to root your feet into the ground? Feel all four corners of your feet rooting into the ground. Feel your inner thighs hugging, your seat wrapping. And then starting with the very last vertebrae of your spine, start to round yourself back in space, only as far as you can keep your feet rooted and your inner thighs connected. And see how much space you can get out of your back ribs and your sacrum, that band around your waist that we've been talking about all day. And then keep that space nice and open as you round yourself forward like a giant beach ball is in front of you. And then sit up nice and tall. And let's do it again. With a tall back, shift forward as much as you need to feel your feet rooted into the ground. And then starting with the very bottom vertebrae of your spine, round yourself back only as far as you can keep your feet rooted, your inner thighs connected, and space around that band at your waist. Now lift up and over, round yourself forward, and sit up nice and tall. Good. Do that 8 more times. Really warming up the spine, teaching the spine how to move bone by bone, and how to maintain your connection to the ground as you articulate through your spine. Let's see. Nice, DJ. DJ, your knees are together, yes? Okay, cool. Are your feet together? Can you bring your feet a little? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Good work. That looks nice. So Lisa, whenever you're in the round shape, can you look at your belly button? Anytime you're round. So when you're rounding back, okay, awesome. Let's see. Yes, so that you're a big capital C from head to tail. And then you'll look forward when you come back up to the tall spine. So as you lift your spine tall right now, yes, good. Then you can look forward. Yes, beautiful. Good, play with that. Nice, Deb. Do you feel like your feet are staying rooted? Good. Awesome. Very nice. Okay, cool. So one more time. And then let's challenge ourselves to go a little bit further. Push all 4 corners of your feet into the ground, just like you did before. Start your articulation from the bottom vertebrae of your spine, except this time, you're gonna round all the way onto your back, trying to keep your feet anchored and hold at the bottom. Very nice. We're gonna go into the single leg circles. So bend one knee into your chest, give it a little hug, and then take your hands behind your thigh. So we're in a tall spine from head to tail, and we want to maintain, just like we did on the wall, as much space and connection between our back ribs and our sacrum as we can. Now, energetically push your thigh into your hands, and as you do that, feel that space get longer and stronger into the mat. And then 3 times, straighten your leg and bend your knee without letting your thigh move forwards or backwards. So it's a tug of war, it's a push and pull. You're pulling with your arms, you're pushing with your thigh, and then straighten and hold. Keep your leg long and strong up to the ceiling and anchor your arms into the mat. Circle your leg across, down, around, up, 1. 5 circles each direction. This leg is the only thing that's moving. Last one, and reverse. So how can you keep all 4 corners of the standing leg foot on the ground to help you keep that hip stable and your center nice and strong? 2 more. And last one. Good, give your knee a hug and switch legs. Bend your knee in, give it a hug. Make sure all 4 corners of this standing leg foot are evenly rooted on the ground. And grab on behind your thigh. As you push your thigh against your hands, feel your center grow longer out of your tail, out of your thigh, out of your foot, so much that your leg straightens and bends. 2 more times. And straighten and hold. Keep your leg long and strong to the ceiling and anchor your arms into the mat. 5 circles each direction. This is the only thing moving. So only make your circle as big as you can keep everything else stable and strongly rooted. 1 more. And reverse. Feel your standing leg inner thigh wrapping inwards and downwards. That will help stabilize your center, finding that midline. And last one. Okay, very nice. Now we're going to do a transition here. So bend your knee in, give it a hug, and now push your knee into your hands to bring yourself up to a seat. Beautiful. Okay, good. So coming up to a seat, we're going to go into rolling like a ball. So you have 2 options. You can hold behind your thighs or in front of your shins. Either way, you're energetically pushing your legs into your hands. And as you do that, feel that space behind you lengthen. Now this is a shape it doesn't get to change. Roll the shape back, come up and hold 10 times. Roll back, come up and pause. Good. Again, you're round, and whenever you're round, you're looking down at your belly button so that it's an even curve from head to tail. Now while you're looking, look at the space between your thighs and your rib cage. Make sure that that space stays even on both sides. If you feel like you're rolling crooked or having trouble getting back up, it might be because one of those sides is shorter than the other. So if you can keep those 2 tracks evenly working, I think you'll have great success getting back up. 3 more. Last 2. And last one. All right, holding at the top. Find your balance. Take your right hand to your left knee and extend your right leg out in front of you, reversing that transition to get into our series of 5. So for a moment, connect your foot to your inner thigh. So your legs are touching. Look deep into your center, and as you switch your arms and your legs, try to find the same position. So your foot will be touching your inner thigh. And switch. Your foot is touching your inner thigh. And switch. Your foot is touching your inner thigh. Good. Keep going. Try to bring your knee to your nose and your nose to your knee for 3. And try to pull your belly away from your thigh to create as much space between your ribs and your hips as you can. Last one. And rest for a moment. Turn your head one way. Turn your head the other way. Come center. So if you need to put your head down at any point through this series, you listen to your body and do what's best for you. Okay, so you always have that option. I'm going to cue us to lift our head back up, but again, you can always keep your head down. So curling back up, lift deep into your center. Here, for the double leg pull, we're going to reach our legs out, our arms out, like we're about to do the 100, and curl everything back in. Reach long, and curl everything back in. See how much space you can make in your back body between your sacrum and your back ribs. How long can you get that space on the mat? For 3. And 2. Just like we did at the wall. Last one. Good, rest your head. Turn your head one way. Turn your head the other way. So eventually, all these exercises will be put together with no breaks, but today we'll just do them one by one. We'll build up to that. So for the single straight leg stretch, extend your legs up to the ceiling. Grab onto one ankle, and then curl your head, neck, and shoulders off. Look at your center. Pull your leg towards you and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Look at that space between your ribs and your thighs. Try to keep it the same on both sides. For 3. And last 2. And last 1. Both legs to the ceiling. Rest for a moment. Turn your head one way and turn your head the other way. Okay, good. Now take your hands one on top of the other behind your head. So now your hands will get to support and help you find a deeper connection to your center, your upper body reach. So push your head against your hands as you curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. And as you do that, you should feel traction. You should feel your center lifting out of your mid-back, out of your neck, out of your head, and out into the universe. From here, lower your legs only as far as you can keep your back sealed on the mat and lengthen and lift them back up. As your legs reach away from you, push your head deeply against your hands and scoop your belly to lift your legs back up. Lower, lower, lower. Lift, lift, lift. 2 more times. And last one. Very nice. Good work, rest. Turn your head one way, turn your head the other way. Okay, so for crisscross today, we're gonna keep our feet down on the ground. So take a moment, lay down. Feel all 4 corners of your feet pushing into the ground to lengthen your low back, just like we found in the chair, just like we found on the wall. And then take your hands behind your head, push your head energetically against your hands to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now, keeping your elbows wide, curl up and over, twist, twist further, twist furthest, lift through center, other side, twist, further, furthest, up and over. Keep going. Try to keep your elbows wide and the curl coming up and over the rib cage so that the back body can be as long as you possibly can. Return to your breath. Exhale, 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 inhale, switch. One more round. And rest. Okay, good work. Come on up to a seat. We've earned a spine stretch forward. So, articulating the spine bone by bone, just like we did on the wall. Separate your legs as wide as your mat or a little wider. And soften your knees a tiny bit so you can find a deep connection to your heels. So push your heels into the ground, 2, like we did on the chair. Feel your center lift into your back body. And pinch, lift, and grow. Take your hands in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, round up and over. And stretch. 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 Inhale, stack your spine from the bottom to the top. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale, up and over, stretch. 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 Inhale, stack your spine from the bottom to the top. Exhale. Good. 6 more rounds of breath. Keep going. Let's see. Hi, Rona. Nice, DJ. This looks good. Do you feel like you have a connection to your heels right now? Good. Awesome. Good work. I know that that's been something you're working on. Hi, Verona. So Lisa, when you round back up, try to get the bottom of your spine to come up first. And then use your center. Yes, beautiful. Like there's a wall behind you. That looked really nice. Deb, you're starting to get more mobility out of your spine. Very, very nice. Good. One more time. And then go ahead and lay down on your back for the corkscrew. Okay, so we did single leg circles, right? So corkscrew is going to be similar to single leg circles, but now both legs are going to go together. So lay down and extend your legs up to the ceiling. Now, if this just doesn't feel like it's going to happen today, having straight legs and having them all the way up to the ceiling, I would rather you have your knees bent than have your legs hanging kind of away from you. So if you're feeling any strain in your low back, you're feeling really tight in your glutes and hamstring, just go ahead and bend your knees. And then whether your legs are bent or straight, circle your legs one way and pause, and reverse and pause. Keep going. So the center makes the circle for you. And as you're making the circle, feel like that space between your back ribs and your sacrum is getting longer and longer and longer. No matter where your legs go in space, their intention is to help you find a deeper connection to that area of your body. Your arms are there to stabilize, keeping your chest open, keeping your spine long. One more round. Very nice, and rest. Okay, so come on up to a seat. Let's try saw. So now we've got a little bit of rotation in the spine, right? We've opened up some areas, and we're going to use that as we go into saw. So legs nice and wide, knees are soft, so you can really feel that connection to your heels, and then open your arms wide to a T. Now, keeping your spine tall without arching or rounding, how far back in space can your arms go? So you really feel the muscles in your upper back engage. From here, inhale, twist, further, furthest, exhale, round, and cut off your pinky toe with your pinky finger. Inhale up to twist, further, furthest, exhale, round and stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep going. As you're rounding and stretching, focus on the exhale. Try to wring every drop of stale air out of your lungs and take your gaze to the space between your ribs and your hips. How long and even can you maintain that space in your twist? Lisa, take your legs a little narrower. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Let's see. And look at your tummy as you round forward. There you go, good. Nice, good work. Okay, one more round. Deb, how open can you get your chest as you twist before you round? So those are two very distinctive, different shapes. A tall back and then a round back. Okay, good work. So we're gonna go on to our bellies now. And when we lay on our belly, our relationship to gravity changes and it gets harder to maintain this length in the back. So we're going to take a little bit of time to focus on that. So stack your hands one on top of the other. Put your forehead on top of your hands so the back of your neck is nice and long. And then separate your feet the width of your mat and bring them back together. Now from here, zip up your center from your pubic bone all the way up to your rib cage and feel your tail stretching down towards your heels so that that space between your back ribs and your sacrum can be as long as it was when it was against the wall. Now, our challenge is to keep that space this long as we lengthen and lift our head, chest, and shoulders, and lengthen and lower back down. Keeping the elbows wide and the head connected to the hands. Lengthen from your center, and then from your center, get even longer to lower down. Do 3 more, or 3 to 5 more, based on if your body's feeling okay with this. And then when you've had enough, you sit back in a child's pose and rest. Nice, DJ, that looks good. Deb, can you make an active choice either to keep your feet down or lift them up with you? Because right now I think that you've kind of forgot about them and they're just doing their own thing. Good, okay, nice. And then go ahead, sit back on your heels and stretch. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna just do one more little puzzle piece exercise on our belly. This is called flight. So come back onto your stomach, and all of the setup applies. Separate your feet, bring them back together so you know you're centered. But this time, keep your forehead on the mat and reach your arms long by your side. So the back of your hands are touching the ground. Now, actually, flip your palms so your palms are touching the ground. The way that helps your chest open and your upper back engage. Now from here, lengthen and lift your chest forwards and upwards, but as you do so, see if you can slide your hands even closer towards your feet. And then lengthen and lower back down. And do that 3 to 5 more times, or as long as your body can handle today. And when you're done, you'll sit back on your heels and stretch. So DJ, keep your hands connected to the ground. Exactly. And then can you try the same thing with your palms facing the ground? Yes, that way that really forces your chest to open. Yes, beautiful, good. And see how much of your hand you can keep connected to the ground, and that's far more important than how high you lift up. And Lisa, try to lift your chest, not your head. So you might be looking down the whole time. Yes, there you go, good. Nice, Deb, that looks good. Can you push your feet into the ground any more than that? Yes, and then can you keep them there? Okay, good work, everyone. Sit back on your heels, take a little stretch, and then we'll flip onto our backs for shoulder bridge. Okay, so for shoulder bridge, go ahead and lay down on your back. Reach your arms long into the mat and feel your chest expand, just like it did during flight. And make sure all four corners of your feet are evenly rooted into the ground. From here, curl and lift your hips up in the air. See how long you can get from head to tail, and then articulate down upper back, middle back, lower back, and tail. 10 times. DJ, separate your heels just a tiny bit, because you're almost pigeon. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Good. That's parallel. And see if you can get your arms a little bit narrower, just a tiny bit. Yes. Good. So Lisa, as you lift your hips up, try to keep your ribs forwards and downwards. And that's going to determine how high you can lift. So you want to feel the space between your back ribs and your sacrum get longer as you go up. I think that's it. I think anything past that, you're going to lose it. Now, pull your ribs even deeper to get your upper back down first before your mid back. Yes. There you go. Good. And then just work in that range of motion. Let's see. I feel like we're missing someone. Who are we missing? Oh, Rona. There she is. Okay, once you've done 10, flip onto your side for some side kicks. Okay, so for the side kicks, you want to line your entire body up in a straight line along the back edge of your mat. Your head can be down on your arm, and if so, your hand will cup your opposite ear, or you can take your head in your hand. Make a fist and put it in front of your waist, so your top elbow's hugging in towards your hip bone, and your belly's pulling in and up away from your forearm. Now from a strong center, lift your legs up and bring them slightly forward. Hover your top foot in line with your seat and kick forward and reach back. Now, just like we talked about in corkscrew and in single leg circles, if your center is stable and strong, this leg is free to move as it pleases, any direction, any size of movement. So imagine your back is against the wall again. Can you keep that tall spine? with as much space between your back ribs and sacrum as possible, no matter where this leg goes in space. One more. Come center, hold. Same rules apply as we lengthen, lift up, up, and reach long to lower down. So there should be a freedom in this movement. You're sealing everything in, stabilizing your upper body, so this leg is just free to move and play as it likes. Two more. And last one. Very nice. Okay, flip onto our belly for a moment, just for a transition. Stack your hands and put your head down like we did before. Now, from your long, strong center, lengthen and lift your legs back, and lengthen and lower them down. So this is option one. You can do that 2 more times. Option 2 is you lift and hold for beats. Beat your heels together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then flip onto your second side. So your back is against an imaginary wall. Your head is on your arm with your hand cupping your ear, or your head is propped up. You have a fist in front of your belly. Your elbow is hugging towards your rib cage, and from a strong center, bring your legs slightly forward. Hover your top foot to kick forward, and long reach back. Kick, kick, and reach back. Now keep your back against the imaginary wall. Go back to that first exercise we did on the wall today. Can you feel that same sensation between your back ribs and your sacrum without the feedback of the wall? 2 more. And last one. Come center, hold. Lengthen, lift up, and reach to lower down. So same thing here. How long can you keep that band around your waist? And how open can you keep that space in your back against your imaginary wall? For 3. And 2. Last one. Very nice. Okay, come on up to a seat for our teaser prep. So, option 1 is going to be going back to your half roll back. All 4 corners of your feet rooted into the ground. Shift your long, tall back forward until you feel that connection to the earth. And then from the bottom vertebrae of your spine, round yourself back as far as you can without losing your lower body reach into the floor. Rounding up and sitting up nice and tall. So that's option 1. Option 2, we do it without the arms. Added challenge. Option 3, we turn this into a 1-leg teaser. So extend one leg so the inner thighs are still connected, the knees are still connected, and do the same thing 3 times each leg. Focus on keeping as much space between your ribs and your hips as you can as you're moving through space. How can you use your connection to the ground and your inner thigh midline connection to help you find more length and strength in your movement? One more. Okay, very nice. Flip on over to your belly one more time. We'll do swimming prep. Okay, so go ahead and lay on your stomach. And separate your feet the width of your mat. Bring them back together so you know you're centered. And then reach your legs back, your arms forward, and hold. So anchoring your feet into the ground and reach your arms long in front of you. Okay, so from here, I want you to see how far back you can reach your right leg and how far forward you can reach your left arm without either of them coming off of the mat. And you should feel that band at your waist between your ribs and your hips get longer and longer and longer and longer. And then switch. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So Deb, can you keep your leg down so it's reaching out, not up? Yes, good. And switch. Now when you switch, don't let that other side collapse. So each time you go, you're getting longer and longer and longer. Okay, and then once you've gotten as long as you possibly can, hold for a moment, just feel how much space you've created around your waist, that band of space between your ribs and your hips, and then use that band to round yourself up and back, sit on your heels and stretch. Wonderful. All right, we're going to give one more rolling exercise a try and then we'll finish standing. So for seal, come to a seat where you did rolling like a ball, except this time we'll take our hands together, feed them behind our feet, and grab onto our feet, pick them up in the air. So press your legs into your arms and your arms into your legs, and then look at your tummy to find that long capital C from head to tail. Click your heels together, beat, 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 roll back and hold, beat, 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 roll up and hold, beat, 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 roll back and hold, beat, 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 roll up and hold. Keep going. Eventually, we'll come to standing, however is accessible for you today. Okay, so we're going to end with a little bit of a challenge. This is our push-up series. So if you're not able to move up and down, if you have stuff going on with your wrists or your hands, or this first round doesn't feel great on your back, your alternative option is to just hold a plank of your choice. Okay, so always know you can just go to that instead. For those of you wanting to try the push-up series, we're going to come to standing with our heels together, our toes just about 2 fingers distance apart. And like we have the wall behind us, we'll go back to that little puzzle piece we did earlier on, pushing all 4 corners of the feet into the ground, feeling the glutes and the hamstrings engage, feeling the front body pull into the back body, feeling our lower body reach out of our center into the ground. And then as we start to lift our arms forwards and upwards, feeling them lift from our strong center, inhaling, expanding the back body, and then exhaling, peeling our spine off our imaginary wall until our hands connect to the ground. Hold here for a moment. Push the ground away. Feel your center get deeper as you walk out to a plank. You can hold your plank or do 1 push-up. And then round back, walk back. Like an elephant, curl your spine, and then let your arms lead your head as you roll back up to standing. 2 more times, just like that. Look at your tummy, DJ. I know your cat's distracting you. Look at your tummy as you walk out to your plank. And can you keep your heels connected? Nice. Feel your tail lengthen towards your heels, so you're round like an elephant with a sad puppy dog tail hanging between your legs. And then do it 1 more time. Good control, Lisa. That looked beautiful. Deb, I'm totally cool with the wrist. I mean, with the fist. Can you look deep into your tummy so you're a round shape as you walk out? There you go. You definitely have an added challenge there, so good work. Once you've done 3, come to the top and hold. Now find your grounding. All 4 corners of your feet rooted into the ground. With soft knees, push the ground away to feel your back lengthen. And from your strong center, reach your arms forwards and upwards. Inhale at the top. And exhale, push the air away as you grow taller and taller and taller and taller and taller. Beautiful work, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording.